Flexor stretch.
Okay, questions for Lexi or Andy?
Lexi, I was struck by you in the tunnel walk. You could not suppress the grin. You're really serious. I mean,
Yeah.
And you were not at all. What was going through your mind and just your heart in that moment when you were going through that tunnel?
Yeah, I mean, I was really just trying to stay like in the moment and stay present and soak it all in. And I mean, I was super excited. So, I mean, I couldn't just hold a serious face. Like, I just wanted to show everyone kind of how happy I was and how excited I was. And yeah, it was a crazy emotions, that's for sure, that tunnel walk.
Coach talked about Kennedy's note to the team. What was your reaction to that note?
She gave us all like individual notes, but I thought it was really impactful from her just because, I mean, she values her relationship so much, and for her to kind of take that time to send everyone a little pick me up right before this big game, I think it was really powerful for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
The what? Oh yeah, I have some hidden talent, you know. Always wanted to do that in front of a crowd, so I thought it was time.
You guys knew coming in this could set a world record, and now you have. And when you really think about that, literally, in the history of the world, there's never been a bigger crowd for a women's sports event. How does that, just sit with you that you've done?
I mean, it's incredible. I don't have enough words to describe it. Coming in, we knew that there were at least 95,000 people there, and then when our team, we were walking out of the huddle, or we were walking out of the tunnel after the second set, and we had heard on the speaker that we had just broken the world record, and I know everyone was trying to stay locked in, but we were also so excited, so we were celebrating in the tunnel walking out, because it's just incredible, and I can't describe, just how grateful I am to be a part of it and be a part of Husker Nation and just their support.
Did that emotion come out in that post-match dance party? I mean, is that what you're trying to suppress with focus? Did that come out in the dance party?
Yeah, I think in the beginning it was a huge thing for our team that we were telling each other to just soak it up, but also lock in, as Coach said. And so after we were locked in for 3 sets, we had played our game, it kind of, all the emotions came out and we got to have our dance party.
Once the match got going, 10, 15 points into it, what was most different about a regular season match at the beginning?
I think the thing that we were all trying to adjust to was just the wind a little bit and just like the outside elements. But I think the crowd at first, it's really big and the depth percentage is kind of off. But I feel like once we got going, a crowd is a crowd, and we were just all focused on the 6 people on the court. So I think the biggest thing during that game was kind of just managing the wind and focusing on how we can control our side.
Lexi, kind of following up on that, you guys started, the sun's out, you finished, it's dark. I don't know how you can ever practice that. You couldn't do that yesterday. Did it make a difference, or could you tell, or is it tunnel vision when you're out?
I think even switching from one side to another, there's little adjustments just to kind of get used to the background and the lighting. But honestly, once it got darker and the big lights came on, I thought it was a little easier to track the ball and see.
Lexi, you guys are used to the adoration of little girls and experiencing that, but tonight you had a nationally televised match. It's all over Twitter. What do you think it meant for little girls in particular to see a women's sports event like this with this meant?
I think it's huge, and I've been saying it ever since we kind of were considering this to be an option for a game, but I've just been saying that it's so huge for little girls to get to see a women's sport and volleyball being played on this big of a stage and having so many people invest into it. I think it's huge because when you're little, you have big dreams and big goals, and I think having this to kind of look up to is something that a lot of little girls will kind of keep in the back of their mind when th're pursuing the sport of volleyball.
A specific instance today at the pep rally with Becca and the little girl, and what was going through your mind as you were watching that interaction unfold?
For me, it was a little emotional. I think a lot of the team kind of got a little teary-eyed, and I mean, including Coach, but I think it was the first time that it kind of set in, the impact that we have with this game specifically. And I mean, it was just, I thought it was really cool that Becca got to interact with her, and just that those 2 little girls kind of got to come up and express their love for us and for Husker volleyball. So I thought it was really special.
Not only did you guys break the world record tonight, you broke the attendance record in Memorial Stadium. What does that mean to you that now this historic place, the attendance record, is held by Nebraska volleyball?
Yeah, I mean, I've already said it, but it's incredible. There's no words to describe it. And I know that our team has worked so hard, and obviously Nebraska volleyball has a huge legacy. So we have to give credit to the women who did it before us, because we wouldn't be here without them. But just knowing that we hold that record and the amount of work that we have put in, every girl on this team deserves it, and I'm just really proud to be a part of it.
Lexi, what was the wind doing to the ball? And what kind of adjustments did you have to make?
So the wind on one side was kind of blowing into our faces, and then on the other side it was blowing like away from us. And so kind of mostly with our serves, we kind of had to adjust, like not hitting it as hard on one side, and then trying to really hit it harder, like going into the wind. And then we kind of talked about like controlling like our side, so just like setting it not as high and passing it not as high, and just trying to like kind of lower it so we don't let the wind like take the ball around. But it was kind of making it kind of float a little farther and kind of drop into the wind. So there were some plays, but for the most part, I thought we did really good with handling it.
And you like those nice, quick, flat sets too?
Oh, yeah, and they were helpful tonight. I know that when I'm M1, it's preferable to run a dog or a slide, but tonight with the wind, it was just stay in front and shoot it out of Bergen's hands, be up for her, and that's really what we worked on, and it worked.
Oh, yeah.
Andy, you guys are 4-0. Now the competition's going to ramp up a little bit. You guys ready now that this will be in the rearview mirror?
Oh, yeah, this team is ready. We're competitive, we're ready to go, and I'm really excited for season to see how we do.
Anything else? Okay, thank you, everybody.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.